I hit the record button. So I kind of promised that I'd make magic content once every week. So here we are at 7 o'clock on Sunday afternoon,
Wow.
desperately scrambling to make sure that doesn't fail at the first week of 2017. This is a deck called Hateful Humans, or as some other people would prefer to call it, They're Only Human. Except, you know, they're not.
Sideboard cards don't count.
Yeah, they do. It's a blue-white humans deck, which does two things. One is be a normal humans deck with things like Champion of the Parish and Kithian and Farley's Lieutenant and Honor of the Pure to kind of be like a really aggro white weenie deck. But we also throw in some blue and some good old hate bears like Meddling Mage to stop people doing things we don't like, True Believer to stop people pointing things at our face, and Grand Abolisher to make them play sorcery speed, and Aethysworn Canist to just annoy everybody.
So Talia?
Also Talia. Talia's probably the best hate bearer in there because Talia makes stuff cost more. I'm going to apologise now, I have a cold, I'm very sniffly and snoofly. There's also another nerd here with me.
Hi.
That is Tom.
I don't know why I waved.
I don't know why you waved either. I appreciated it. Basically, the deck is Tom's idea. I've helped. We're trying to make it work in Modern. The deck is there. This is a great intro. The only cards I haven't pointed out, Path to Exile, because you have to kill things sometime. Brave the Elements as a way of protecting our creatures and getting through a massive blockers sometimes.
I'm not very impressed with it though.
No, we're not impressed with it. It might get kicked out. Soulglyph Pantheon as a 1-mana 2/1. It's protected from Abrupt Decay and Terminate, largely.
Yeah, also occasionally gives you some life against Storm.
Yeah, occasionally gains life against Storm. Honor of the Pure is an Anthem effect, just to kind of further the aggro strategy. Farley's Lieutenant you may know from Standard. +1/+1 counter whenever a human, and whenever we play a human that gets a +1/+1 counter. And that's pretty much it. The mana base is largely plains, with 4 Flooded Strand, 2 Hallowed Fountain to play the Meddling Mage, and 4 Cavern of Souls because fuck you, control decks. And also sort of fixes our mana for Meddling Mage. And then there's a sideboard, which we're still really working on. It's going to be one of those sideboards that's very dependent on the metagame. So we've got a Leyline of Sanctity for stuff that goes to your face, Grafdigger's Cage, and Rest in Peace are there for graveyard decks, maybe a bit more graveyard hate than we would normally run because Drake is a thing. 2 Blessed Alliance, just as possibly one of the more underrated cards in Modern. The gain life can be important. The Sacrifice effect is very good against things like Infect, or something... Boggles. Anything that basically relies on one creature connecting to him. And the untap can kind of be... can come up, but very rarely. Repel the Abominable is a weird answer to a few things. Originally we had this in because it's a weird way of dealing with things like Ad Nauseam or Borborygmus from Goyo's Vengeance.
It's not great against Ad Nauseam. It's very good against Storm.
Yeah, Storm's another one.
Also, other creature decks.
Yeah, it can be good against other creature decks if there's going to be big combats or we want to win a race.
Although I think that because we brought it in against combo with the addition of Aethysworn Canist in the main deck, it might not be as necessary as it originally was.
Yeah. Selfless Spirit is there to deal with control decks and their many board wipes. Stony Silence is basically Affinity, Tron, sort of Lantern, but it doesn't really deal with Ensnaring Brig. Ad Nauseam. It's Stony Silence one of those cards you put it in, you forget that it's actually great against quite a few decks. Core Firewalker for Burn, also hilarious against Storm. And Ghostly Prison. Why did I try and mispronounce that on purpose? Ghostly Prison against other creature decks. That's pretty much the deck. That's my screen. Whoops. So we're going to run this through a Modern League. Maybe I'll edit this out, maybe I won't. Spoiler alert, it's 7 PM on a Sunday. I'm not going to. But yeah, the deck's been interesting so far. By no means do we think we've broken the format, but it seems at least competitive.
Yeah. I mean, it did really well at F&M this week, but really badly at F&M the week before, so it could go either way.
yeah, it like, obviously we've been testing this like at F&Ms and like in our spare times, and sometimes it feels like terrible, and other times it feels like really quite good. One of the other upsides to the deck that we've been thinking about is, in theory, because humans is a tribe that's always going to get more printings, in theory this deck should only get better over time. And although we're doing blue-white for now, like, there are definitely directions you can go in for green-white, black-white, red-white, and so on. But what will we do against Mer hands? It starts with Mer, so they could be on Merfolk.
Well, I was thinking, but that actually makes no sense.
I mean, yeah, but you know, stretching for time.
This seems like a good hand.
Yeah, this seems like a good hand.
Now
So
remember, unless we draw our planes, play Honor of the Pure before you play Talia.
exactly. Obviously, we're going to lead off with Soldier the Pantheon unless we draw like Champion of the Parish. The question is what 2-drop we go for first, and it might depend on whatever our opponent does, really. Although it's probably not Farley's Lieutenant. Mountain Goblin Guide.
Ooh.
To me, that feels like Ether Sworn Canonist.
Yeah, probably. Especially with the amount of land we have, we're not going to be playing two things in one turn anyway.
Exactly. I mean, Farley could be interesting because burn spells become a lot worse. And also, like, it should be pretty good defense. So, what do we get? So, drawing Kithian, which isn't great. Well, is it better to lead off on Kithian than Soldier the Pantheon? I suppose this might get us some life if it's not just mono red.
I don't know. I don't feel it makes that much difference, to be honest.
Probably not.
I mean, I would have led with the Cavern.
Maybe. We don't need to use the blue at the moment.
No, it's just like...
Yeah. I don't think it makes a difference. I'll go with this. I dare say we probably trade for Goblin Guide.
Yeah. Well, also I think Kithian is better late game than a Soldier of the Pantheon is, so assuming they kill everything, it's better to play Kithian.
Yeah.
We don't know how much they're going to try and hit our creatures or how much they're going to try and hit us.
It depends, like, just straight up Mountain Goblin Guide. Like, no fetches, no Stomping Grounds. So it might not be like Naya Burn. Oh, well, there's Stomping Ground. In which case this gets slightly better because there's more chance they've got... Okay. Zergo Bellstriker. I have not seen you in Modern before. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't trust you. So there's a Lightning Bolt.
Oh, there's always a Lightning Bolt.
So I think Thalia next turn, maybe?
Yeah, I think I'll go with Thalia.
Let's draw a land.
Thalia or Ether Sworn Canonist, I don't know.
Yeah. I think I prefer Thalia.
Yeah. Because otherwise they can just bolt the Canonist and then play something else, I guess.
Yeah, I think
so.
so.
Actually use all their mana.
And Thalia is actually really good on defense here as well.
Oh yeah. That strike, that matters.
It does. It's like one of the things that doesn't come up on Thalia all that much.
Actually, I found that the first strike in this deck is surprisingly relevant. Like, say, in Merfolk.
Oh god, yeah. We've played a lot of Merfolk matches, purely because that's the deck I normally run in Modern. I think next turn we can play two things. So it might go something like Kithian, then Ether Sworn Canonist.
Yep, I would go with that.
So they are going to probably attack here, which probably indicates something like Ataka's Command. So we're drawing another Thalia. So I'm kind of happy to block. They have to use the whole turn Ataka's commanding, and we take 5.
Yeah.
'Cause if we don't block, we take 9.
Yeah, I'd block.
Let's see if can't block creatures power 2 or greater. I must remember that because I always forget what the other text on Zergo Bellstriker is. But I assume we're getting Ataka's commanded here. Oh, so it is just actually straight up Naya. I just managed to, just happened to start off on a basic mountain.
I'm relatively pleased if they fetch and shop, to be honest.
Oh, it's Boros Charm.
Ugh.
That's kind of interesting. Because, like, if you had Ataka's command, you would have used it there. So their hand might not be that good.
Okay.
So I think we play Cavern.
Yeah, now this time do we play the other Talia?
I think we play the other Thalia.
Yeah.
So play Kithian as well.
No, I'm assuming they'll probably try and kill Kithian this turn because we can make him indestructible going forward.
Maybe. It depends on their hand.
Yeah.
Like, I think... Because it's interesting, because Boros Charm, like... It might be the first time in Modern in a long time I've seen someone Boros Charm not to the face. So they're thinking about an attack. So drawing another Kithian. So I'm kind of happy throwing both under the bus here.
Yeah.
The only other thing we could do is if they have a Tarka's command, we could double block something.
You're cool.
Well, see, the only thing is, if it's another Boros Charm, then it'll kill both of our ones. I'm going to double block. If it's Tarka's command, we get completely blown out. If it's Boros Charm, we get completely blown out. But it's neither.
Hey.
So I guess they're just going to go to the face.
Kithian then Canonist?
I think so. I'm going to attack first and see what they do. Because they might be planning to use a burn spell on Thalia. Trying to figure out what their hand is. Like, 4 lands is a lot for a Naya burn deck already, so...
They've only got 2 cards in hand.
Yeah.
So if they're burning us, they're not playing any creatures, which...
And Aethys One Canis will slow down their burn plan a bit.
Hmm.
Also, the pressure's on from us now, because the Thalia's Lieutenant, we're currently attacking for 6, plus 3, that'll be 9. Grand Abolisher is also... Actually, I'd probably rather play Grand Abolisher next turn, because then they have to burn on their turn, do nothing, burn on their turn again. And only 1 spell per turn. So in theory it should take a little bit of time.
Okay.
Okay, so they probably just bricked out.
So Firewalkers?
Firewalkers, I think.
I mean, you could cut the True Believers. They are kind of good here, but they will immediately get killed.
Yeah, but I think again, like, if that's not going at our face, I'm kind of happy about it. I kind of like cutting Brave the Elements here.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to use that to protect a creature, really.
Yeah, so core Firewalker.
It's not like they're going to be blocking, so...
Well, yeah. Leyline Sanctity's tempting.
Interestingly, I don't think I've ever boarded in a Leyline.
Huh.
In paper, I have an extra True Believer in my sideboard, which I would bring in.
Okay.
But drawing Leyline
Is miserable.
is awful, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing to mulligan for one.
Okay, in that case, Blessed Alliance. I think it's got...
Gaining life.
Yeah, it's got a fair bit of utility. Like, obviously they'll have Skullcrack, but...
They might not have Skullcrack.
They might not have Skullcrack.
I mean, in house. They also might not have it main deck, but why wouldn't you?
Oh, I think they have a main deck, but it's one of those that... Maybe, who knows.
They're running Zergo, I don't know what they're doing.
This hand is okay.
Yeah, that seems fine.
I think we go...
2 Kithians kind of sucks, but having a Talia and a Grand Abolisher is quite good.
Yeah. F6. It's my favourite button on the keyboard.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause it just saves me clicking OK a lot. So what they're going to start off with? Goblin Guide? Experiment one.
See, it's weird deck.
Yeah, this actually feels like a lot less burn heavy and more
Creature heavy?
creature heavy. I was going to lead off with Kithian, but now I'll just lead off with Soldier of the Pantheon, I think.
Although having 2 Kithians means it's actually not that bad if he dies.
No, that's true. The only reason is in case they go for like one of those plays again where they go for like a attack and then Boros Charm. At least we'll get a life out of it. Because effectively at the moment they just 2/1s. Sacred Foundry. I mean, I'm not blocking. Nothing to evolve it already though. That's kind of weird. Oh wow, that's a new one. Gore Clan Rampager. I remember this guy in Limited. It was really annoying. So you can.
Annoying.
The trample is a bit annoying, but I don't think we had any other choice there.
No, that's fair. I guess I'd rather prevent 2 of that. Wait, 1 of that damage.
Yeah.
It's an interesting build.
Can't cast that meddling mage yet. So I guess Thalia, I choose you.
I mean, I don't know what we'd name with mage anyway.
I think I would name Ataka's command.
Oh yeah, that's a card.
Or like.
Well, actually, they're running green. I feel like getting Become Immense would be pretty bad.
It would. Okay, this makes a lot more sense now. This isn't Naya Burn. This is like Naya Zoo.
Well, we may have sideboarded incorrectly. Although I don't know what.
I actually still like the sideboard here. Oh, okay. There's Goblin Bushwhackers happening. And this actually isn't all that awful for us. Because there's no pump spell they can play here unless it's mutagenic growth. So we get to...
We can block and kill the Emissary or the Bushwhacker.
I think we kill the experiment one.
We can't, can we? Is it 3-2? Sorry, it's because it's got the counter marked on it, so I was adding it.
I mean, what they could do, they could remove... Oh no, they don't have enough counters on it, so...
Okay. Yep, seems fair.
I mean, our opponent could have mutagenic growth.
They're thinking hard, whatever they have.
Yeah, but
Maybe they
I
just
don't know
forgot
if...
what Thalia
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time we've played against someone who's like, oh yeah, Thalia.
Wouldn't be the first time you went, oh yeah, Thalia.
I mean, Grand Abolisher... I can't go in Kithian Champion the Parish.
Oh, yeah,
Or Champion the Parish Kithian even.
Oh yeah.
Because Abolish is...
Not as good now we know what they're doing.
Yeah, and this just gets us 2-2 anyway. So...
And we could, yeah. Yeah, that seems good.
Because they're down to 2 cards already. And they... Yeah. The next turn...
I mean, Talia's Lieutenant would look like a good play next turn.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing as well, like, next turn we could possibly attack. Depending on how things look.
Yeah.
Because then we can force something to attack Kithian. Or untap something and make it indestructible, or...
Oh yeah, making something indestructible here is good.
And then we could play a Thalia's Lieutenant as well. Or another Kithian.
Oh yeah, I forget that you can have them.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Our opponent seems to be drawing a lot of land for a zoo deck. Well, we are being attacked. Gonna block like this. I feel like the champion could get quite big soon.
Yeah.
Like, this does walk into Ataka's command or Boros Khan, I guess, but... Again, if I'm saving a Boros Khan going at the face, and it's not like we're not blocking.
I don't know if I'd have blocked with Kithian there.
We've got
We
another
could
one.
flip him next turn anyway now.
Yeah.
Well, Talia might live. Our opponent is sure thinking a lot.
Yeah.
Which I find unnerving.
Yeah. I said, if it's like Boros Khan, I'm not too sad about it. If it's Starker's command, that's... Oh, Dramoka's command. So...
They're gonna fight Talia?
Okay, so Burning Tree Emissary is going to survive.
I think they're gonna fight...
They're going to fight the champion.
Okay.
But what happens here is we get to keep Thalia.
That's okay.
There was a better way to do that, I think. I think you put a +1/+1 counter on Burning Tree. Have it fight Thalia. Oh no, because then it dies anyway.
Could they have made the... Well, the Bushwhacker would have still died to Thalia, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
Eh. I don't feel like we're in a great spot, but we're not in a terrible one.
I would like to try and turn the corner soon. Because...
I think I'd be happy swinging with Thalia here, to be honest.
Yeah. Makes our sequencing sort of weird, but...
Oh, you don't have to.
No, I actually think it is right, because I don't think... We're not blocking with Thalia, so why attack with...
Well, she's got first.
So why not attack, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 3/3 now, so...
Oh, yeah, don't know.
Because... No, I think that's actually the right play, because...
So we've got 2 blockers up.
Okay,
so unless they play 2 things...
our opponent is fetching now... Please shock yourself. Okay. I was wondering if they'd... Like, we're going to try and bolt Thalia. It might be one of those things that they just... Oh no, I know what they've done now. They want to press F6.
Okay.
And they can do... Because the amount of times in, like, Modern or Khan Standard I've pressed F6 be like, I had a fetch land. So we play this, we'll have 6 power on board. This drops them to 11, and then we could play Fire's Lieutenant and potentially...
Yeah, do a big swing, if not a lethal one.
Because next time we could attack with Kithian as well. Experiment Uno. Nothing else. Do they attack with BTE? They don't. Ooh!
Ooh, they're on the defensive now. Then play the Grand Abolisher.
Okay, so I think we've got a few options here. We could path Burning Tree Emissary, and then attack with everything.
Although Kithian won't flip because they'll block it.
Oh yeah, that is true.
So Tali's Lieutenant is the only thing that makes Kithian live through this attack. Although then they can just block it with Burning Tree Emissary, so... Unless we attacked and passed whatever was blocking Kithian.
Yeah, well I think if we attack, they probably block Experiment 1 on Kithian, Burning Tree on Thalia. I feel like I'm gonna just Thalia's...
I don't think we attacked this turn really. Maybe with Thalia.
I mean, we could Thalia's Lieutenant now to
Yes.
make... Or we could Grand Abolisher.
I mean, the fact that they've left so much mana open feels like they have a plan for our turn.
Well, I think that, well, they had a card last turn they didn't do anything with.
They might just be holding up land.
Yeah, because I mean this... I think I like actually going Thalia's Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Because then Burning Tree Emissary attacks a lot worse.
Yeah, you in theory could attack with Thalia as
Yeah.
well.
I've also just realised Burning Tree Emissary can't get through Soldier Pantheon.
Oh yeah. I'll probably swing with it then.
Yeah. I could swing with Thalia now, to be honest.
Yeah,
We could actually just swing now.
But Kithian will die.
Would trade. I guess, yeah.
I would be happy to swing with just Thalia and Soldier at the Pantheon, or to keep up Soldier at the Pantheon for blocking.
We could, yeah, I'm gonna leave Soldier of the Pantheon behind to block.
Because then is that quite good if they put a pump spell on their emissary or something?
Yeah, the only thing to watch out for there in particular is if they have Become Immense. Because then, because of protection,
Yeah.
we'll take Knight, at
We
least.
wouldn't be dead.
Oh, I feel like we would be. I feel like it'd be like Become Immense plus something.
Yeah, but we don't know what they're drawing.
Dead, apparently. Cool, so this deck, 100% defeated, undefeated.
Wow. I don't understand our opponent's deck very well.
So, basically it's like a Naya Zoo deck that kind of plays only 1 and 2 drops. And the idea is you kind of go Burning Tree Emissary,
Yeah.
and so on. There's actually like that new card in Aether Revolt that does a similar thing when it enters the battlefield, which will probably go in that deck.
I can't remember what card you're referring to, but I can check if you like.
It was one of those spoiled in like, when they like, and here's the other 70 cards.
Yeah, I don't read that very well. Because I'm a scrub who knows nothing about magic.
You know plenty about Magic.
Was it in green?
Oh yeah.
Might have been in red or something.
Um,
I know that makes no sense, but...
I think we keep this hand.
Yes.
Cool.
That seems like quite a good hand.
Let's see what we're up against. Copperline. Okay. Affinity. Oh wait, this is a weird kind of affinity. This is.
Oh, no, this is, Saffron Olive's turn 2 tokens deck, isn't it?
Could be. What have I currently got up on here?
You're trying to figure out what we should name with, our meddling mage.
Maybe.
I feel like our meddling mage survives long, though.
Okay, so our opponent casts Cordofa Rebirth, which he sacrificed an artifact to make 3/1/1 red token thingies, and then lost connection to the game. So this is one of these things where I'm going to talk as if I'm not going to edit this out, but if I take ages, I'm going to edit this out. So this is likely the deck we're up against. Oh.
Huh?
No shame against looking at your opponent's deck when playing against it. So, yeah, absolutely.
I'm just saying that it would be, completely illegal in actual paper Magic.
I think you're not allowed to use your phone to do it, but like if you... I actually have the feeling like if you brought to a GP a binder of deck lists...
Oh, no, you're not allowed written guidance during games with GPs.
Oh,
It's like a big no.
does it count as guidance if you just got the deck list?
I think so. I'm not sure, but I know that that's a thing with alters, that you're not allowed to...
Okay, our phone disconnected. I'm gonna play Soldier Pantheon rather than Kithian.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna cast Meddling Mage and name Reckless Bushwhacker.
That seems like a sensible play.
I feel like that's
Although
the
they
play.
might play that this turn.
Yep, they might. Yeah, if you haven't seen the Saffron Olive video of this turn 2 tokens deck, it's pretty wild.
Yes, the idea of it is to kill you.
Did it play Atarka's command?
I don't know.
It was a budget magic, so this maybe have been slightly upgraded. So we gain a life.
It's not an upgraded list.
Okay.
Normally, anyway.
Cool. So we gained a life there at least. Shock ourselves. Delightful. I guess next to... Actually, Farley's probably okay against this deck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, this might just be a red-green...
A weird red-green aggro deck?
Yeah, some sort of red-green aggro deck.
I should stop calling decks weird. Our deck's weird. If by weird I mean
Yeah.
non-meta.
Okay, well, we got a card drawn for us.
So, it's always good to filter out land in this deck, even if it's going to do that.
Yeah. So here's the question here, is like, do we go Path to Exile something, like Path to Exile Goblin Guide, then play Thalia?
If you want to path the Goblin Guide, then yes.
I do.
Although, they have... Wait, no. Ignore me.
I just kind of want to stem the bleeding.
Seems fair. By taking more pain.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're not in a good spot for next turn, I don't feel like. We're just gonna have to throw our stuff under the bus.
I don't know. Like, depends what they've got. Like, this is another aggro deck we've faced where they appear to have just drawn a lot of land.
Oh yeah, they didn't attack. Okay, feeling better now.
Cool. So I'm going to go True Believer. To stop any, like, we get burnt out by bolts.
Yeah, also True Believer just makes a fine blocker, to be honest.
It
Like,
does.
It's a 2-2.
And then let's play a Farley's Lieutenant.
Oh yeah, that's a nice turn. Although some life game would be nice.
I don't think we've got any left.
What, in our deck?
I've got some in the sideboard.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't have any in the main deck.
Okay,
I can't find the creature you're referring to.
okay, well I've already conceded, so...
That's happening a lot today. Maybe people just hate playing against humans.
Maybe. I think I just Core Firewalker, Ghostly Prison come in.
Seems fair.
Take out the 4 Bravey elements. Repel the Abominable, maybe?
I would prefer to go Blessed Alliance to gain life.
Cool.
Or make them sack a Goblin Guide, or both.
Yeah, I was leaning towards Blessed Alliance, but I was a bit worried that, like... If, like, they have too many tokens, but I guess it's still okay. Everything else seems fine here, though, right?
Yeah, you play a Repel if you think a Repel is a stronger choice.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
My thought is that they're going to be hitting us before we could play the Repel, or before it's profitable to.
Okay.
Keep the one land hand.
Yeah, we've got a mulligan this.
Oh no! Maybe keep the one.
I would keep this one. At least we've got champion. We get a scry. Sick.
Paid off. Oh hey, we might get Goblin Guide. Oh.
Signal Pest.
I was thinking we might get Goblin Guided and we'd get to draw that for free.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Champion of the parish. It's a...
A champion Tali's Lieutenant hand can get very out of hand.
It can get very silly. I'm actually not sure what I want to play next turn. Let me just... Battle Cry, each other attacking creature, okay.
I think it makes sense to play the Thalia's Lieutenant, to be honest.
Okay, go with me this.
Yeah?
Because we're so kind of stuck on lands, and this deck we're playing against feels like it could be quite explosive, I'm actually leaning towards Ether Sworn Canonist. Okay, there are Bushwhackers, so now I'm definitely leaning towards it because of Surge.
Yeah.
I actually want to trade for this Bushwhacker.
If you want.
Because I feel like...
We've got another champion, we can get aggressive later.
I basically feel this deck is that we're playing against is very all-in.
Yes.
And if we can slow it down, eventually we should just take over, because it feels like that's what happened last time.
We're a lot less all-in. I know it's a humans deck, so it looks like it would be all-in.
But it's not.
It's really not.
And yeah, knowing there's one Bushwhacker in there makes me think, like, this could be like... Because I know Saffron, at the end of each Budget Magic, puts, like, a non-budget version.
Yeah.
Which maybe if we just scroll down... Nope. Just plays Blood Moons. Because Saffron... Oh, Legion Loyalist. I haven't seen you in a while. Legion Loyalist is one with haste. It's got Battalion. When it and two other creatures attack, they gain First Strike and Trample and can't be blocked by creature tokens this turn.
I feel like we're not blocking them that much anyway.
Do
We're blocking them some. But...
This time I'm not going to trade because it's only 2 damage.
Yeah, also I think Ether Sworn Cannon, this is important to keep alive.
Yeah, I feel like Ether Sworn Canonist doesn't fight. Ideally we draw a land now. Well, actually no, because Ether Sworn Canonist. They just shock themselves for no... they've got some sort of burn spell, I think.
Try Grand Abolisher?
Yeah, try Grand Abolisher. See if they just let it resolve.
No, I like Grand Abolisher here because now our opponent is limited to one spell.
Yeah, on their turn. Interestingly, they shocked themselves and didn't play anything.
Maybe they just accidentally F6'd or something?
Maybe. Oh right, so they get First Strike and Trample now.
Is this just...
We can't block any of this.
Oh no, that's fine. I was just like... How much damage is it? I was like, oh, is it surprise lethal?
It's 4, and Ataka's command would make it a lot more.
I don't actually remember what Ataka's command does.
Generally in Modern, deal 3, your creatures get +1/+1.
Okay.
So we're down to 5 now.
That's not great.
It's not. But Farley's Lieutenant means we should be able to block when they do that.
But no, we can't because Battalion... Oh wait, no, they're not creature tokens.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah. No, Legion Loyalist is a weird card because it does 3 things that are like weirdly specific.
Yeah, creature tokens.
Like creature tokens, First Strike and Trample. And Ataka's command hit. Okay, they didn't attack, so another land.
Do we path to Legion Loyalist? I mean, otherwise, True Believer is alright. Honor of the Pure makes us a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, I think we just pass. Because we might get to trick him into using something. Because ideally I go Champion of Parish Path, but Ether Sworn Canonist.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to path it now.
Well, you could have gone Champion of the Parish, then keep up Path.
Yeah, good point. Oh well, we're here now.
Oh,
It
hey.
doesn't matter! Da 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 da.
I really like the art on those paths. I wish you could get it in paper.
You can.
Oh, sick.
It's the F&M promo, I think.
What?
No,
it's not.
it's been an F&M promo twice, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm googling that. I want to see if it's worth more than my F&M promo. I'm sure it will be.
It's Therese Nielsen art. No, it's Rebecca Gway
Rebecca
art.
Gway, it's going to cost a fortune then.
Yeah.
But it might be worth it if it would make me happy.
Possibly.
That said, I should go for Rebecca Gway lands first. They're cheaper.
Right, I'm going to start attacking with stuff. I'm going to attack with Farley's Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Don't want to wait around forever. And then I'm going to play True Believer.
Yeah.
Because it feels like one way we could lose if we just get burnt out. Should have really done that before attacking, shouldn't I?
Yeah, but, you know.
Okay,
Life.
to be fair, it's if they would have bolted Farley's Lieutenant, it means it doesn't go to us. So they can't burn us out now.
Not this turn, anyway.
They're drawing a lot of lands. We just need to close it out before some sort of
The Honor of the Pure is a big deal next turn, I reckon.
Burning Tree Emissary.
Can't do anything with that mana though.
Nope. And
Can
I
we
could.
just path that?
I'm gonna
Oh,
path.
not
I'm gonna
right.
path bomb at Courier.
I was.
I'm gonna path bomb at Courier.
Fair. Don't really want them drawing cards.
Yeah, that's the only reason I can think for it. Like Burning Tree isn't threatening. Signal Pest isn't that threatening.
Why?
What? Why? What?
Why not Honor of the Pure?
Honestly, I kind of want this out for stuff like Boros Charm and Attacker's Command.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not attacking with everything until I know it's lethal.
Yeah.
So
well,
what?
that's
So
what I like.
Honor would just be boosting these by 1, which Soldier's doing anyway. Yeah, like they're not blocking, so I assume they're trying to set up some sort of turn where they can.
Do a bunch of stuff.
But like Ether Sworn Canist is really hampering that.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we decided to put that in the deck.
Yeah, Ether Sworn Canist is like.
It's a bit of a pain for us, but it's so much more of a pain for our opponent most of the time.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the day we face Affinity. And I go, ha
Just
ha
like,
ha! Ether Sworn Canist.
We are not good against Affinity.
Not yet.
I don't know how we make ourselves good against Affinity.
I mean, my immediate thought is like, again, we're still messing around with Sideboard. Is like the best card against Affinity I can think of is Kataki in white, which is the one that makes them pay 1 for every artifact they control.
Yeah, I ran it instead of Stony Silence. Side event at that GP.
Yeah.
Didn't come up though.
Okay, well. The comments is +6/+6. So this could be 9. Put 3 in front of 9. 9 minus 3 is 6, so it'd still be dead. I kind of don't want to kill the Ether Sworn Canist.
I reckon it might be just like if they have it.
Yeah. I don't want to give up Ether Sworn Canist or True Believer, because that feels like ways I could be like, aha, they blocked with it. Attacker's Command, we gain life.
Still dead?
Don't think so.
Oh.
They get +1/+1, so Burning Chemistry lives, we take 1 off Signal Pest.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it gave.
They can't. Okay, so they cast a Memnite. They've got no cards in hand. Let's do some maths. If we play Honor of the Pure,
I feel
we just
like
win,
got
don't
lethal,
we?
Yeah. They can't do anything. Oh wait, no, they can now. We don't have the Grand Abolisher in play.
They've got no cards in hand.
Oh, okay. I did not notice.
Cool. That was a good start. I'm going to pause the video very briefly for YouTube purposes, but also because I need to pause the video. Smooth transition, right?